Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, Final Destination Bloodlines. The trailer is now online. It released about an hour ago, and I've been so excited, been so looking forward to this movie coming out. Growing up, I watched the Final Destination movies, and they scared the life out of me. Some of the kill scenes in those earlier movies, wow, they were so inventive and creative, and it terrified the life out of me as a child. But I've been looking forward to getting back into this franchise. It's been a long time since we had the last movie, and I've just finished watching the actual teaser trailer, and it's exactly on point. It's exactly what we expect from this franchise, a mundane, everyday, chilled out, kind of calm scene where the supernatural force of death shows up and it uses everyday objects to kind of kill the person that it's after, and the scene goes from calm and relaxed to basically the person dying in a matter of minutes for a sequence of kind of crazy events, and that's exactly what this kind of teaser shows us. So let's get into this article, let's have a bit of a talk about the movie, and we'll play the teaser trailer over the top as we're kind of talking about the movie at the same time. So this comes to us from CBR. Final Destination Bloodlines trailer reveals first look at horrific death scene. So I wouldn't really say that this is a trailer. It's more of a snippet of a scene from the actual movie, rather than the trailer kind of showing the story or an overarching kind of compilation of the movie. It's rather kind of just showing a snippet of one scene here. But that doesn't really matter. It gives us a tone and it gives us a look at the movie, and it's exactly what we kind of expect from this franchise. So the first trailer for Final Destination Bloodline has just released. It provides a sneak peek of how one of the movie's death scenes will happen. So the film, which marks the 6th installment in the Final Destination franchise, is set to be released in theaters on May the 16th. So 2 days before my birthday. I hope no Final Destination stuff happens to me in real life when I go to watch this movie. So on Sunday, an eerie 10-second teaser clip was released. I literally made a video about the teaser clip this morning and released it. And then the trailer has now finally released. So I'm kind of doing 2 videos, one of the teaser and then one of the full trailer itself, both in the same day, which is kind of crazy. Hinting at how the ceiling fan will play more of a role in the horror sequel's body count. Now the new teaser trailer sheds more light on the carnage that's to come in Bloodlines by revealing an unfortunate fate of one of the characters. Take a look at the video below. Obviously, we're sort of playing the trailer at the same time as we're talking about it, but this scene where the guy, he's chilling out, relaxing, there's a fan above him on the ceiling, there's a chain that gets caught up in the fan, the chain kind of whips around, hooks into his nose piercing, and then it's kind of tightening up, and the chain is kind of pulling the guy's nose, because it's stuck in his piercing, and the chain's pulling the guy up. The guy's kind of rising towards the ceiling with it, and it's a pretty horrific scene, and it's just a little taste of some of the stuff we're going to get in this movie, which is going to be really graphic stuff, and the more graphic the better. We have a poster here, which is kind of representing the scene as well from the actual teaser trailer. We can see the skull, which is obviously representing death, the kind of the supernatural force in the franchise. And obviously we've got the piercing in the nose, and then we've got the chain kind of hooked into the piercing, which is reminiscent of the scene we've been taking a look at. And it says, "Death runs in the family." That's a pretty cool tagline. I actually like that. So, let's go down. So official description for the sequel reads, "The newest chapter in New Line Cinema's bloody successful franchise takes audience back to the very beginning of death's twisted sense of justice. Final Destination Bloodlines, plagued by violent recurring nightmare, college student Stephanie heads home to track down the one person who might be able to break the cycle and save her family from grisly demise. The inevitability awaits them all." So this girl Stephanie, basically death is coming after her family members due to something that her grandparents did a while back, and because of something that her grandmother did, I believe I read in another description, her grandmother did something that kind of pissed off Death and Fate, and now Death is basically coming after her family members, and Stephanie basically has to track down her family members and try to save them from a grisly fate, if you like. So, Tony Todd posthumously appears in the Final Destination Bloodlines. So, franchise star Tony Todd, who passed away after completing his work on the film last year, will posthumously appear in Final Destination Bloodlines. The film also stars the following cast. I'll let you guys pause and read of the cast list if you want to. I'm not going to try and read it because I'll butcher all the names. Final Destination Bloodlines is directed by... So we've got the cast and the crew here, basically. Like I said, guys, have a pause and read of this cast and crew list at your own leisure, if that's something that interests you, but I'll just butcher all the names, so there's no point in me reading it. Final Destination Bloodlines will be released on May 16th, again 2 days before my birthday, which is kind of crazy, in the US theaters, following an international release on May the 14th. And that comes to us from Warner Brothers Pictures. So yeah, I mean, that's the kind of the teaser trailer that we're talking about there, where the guy's nose ring gets hooked into a metal chain that's wrapped around a fan. The fan is spinning up, the chain is pulling the guy's nose, and I mean, yeah, just absolutely kind of graphic, horrible stuff. And I just can't wait to see what kind of inventive, crazy type of kills we're going to get in this movie. Because, like I said, if you haven't seen the rest of the franchise, go back and check out the kills in the rest of the franchise. Some of them are horrific, and they give you, like, mental scars about everyday tasks where different items can kill you and stuff, and it really messes with your mind as a person. If you check out those movies, or you've seen them, you'll know exactly what I mean. But, guys, that's kind of the teaser trailer for Destination Bloodlines there. I think it looks great, looks fantastic, looks exactly what we expect from this franchise, and I'm excited to see it. So jump in the comment section, let me know what you think about this teaser. Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Do you think it looks somewhere in the middle? Whatever your thoughts are, let us know down below in the comment section. As always, guys, make sure you hit the like button before you leave, and consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't already. It goes a long way to supporting the content, so I really, really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video.